Happy Father's Day to all you gentlemen out there and single mothers out in the world. Hi, I'm Joe, and this is another episode of Awesome Joe's Awesome Playback Movie Reviews. And today we'll be reviewing on one of my very personal favorites movies of all time, TRON Legacy. And it's directed by Joseph Kosinski, and he's also a director of one of my other personal favorites, which is Oblivion, starring Tom Cruise. But today we'll be talking about TRON Legacy, and I gotta say that I am a personal fan regarded towards the original back in the 1980s, and of course this one as well. This one is, I guess you could call it a sequel to the original, because most people would think that this is a rebooted version of the film, but actually it is a sequel, because we do have Jeff Bridges returning back into the movie as Kevin Flynn, and we also have Mr. Bruce Roxlittner, who is not only the main person in the movie, but he's also Tron himself. And there's a lot of things about this movie that is very, very good, but there's also a lot of things about it that are very bad, and not every movie is very perfect. So one of the main things about this movie that I love so much is that it is filmed in IMAX, and when you see the graphics of this movie and how it's all done and on how amazing this world has been portrayed compared to the first movie, this is a very awesome visual effects that we have in this movie, none that we've ever seen before ever in any other film. And me personally, with it being filmed in IMAX, it really just takes you into the movie and feeling the wonder that how this world has been created. And so we have Mr. Jeff Bridges, who comes back into the movie, and he's been disappeared now for 15 years, and his son, who is named Sam Flynn, who's played by Garrett Hedlund, and he finds himself finding a way into the world of Tron, which is called the Grid, and he gets himself captured. It's kind of like Planet of the Apes style, you know. You're introduced into this world, and the first thing that happens is that you get captured, and you get put into this world as to not knowing what is to come. And so when he's captured and he's brought in, he's taken into this world of games, and he gets to fight different characters with these discs that are put into their backs. That's like a memory disc, and it just contains all the information about yourself, the things that you've done, the things that you know, and it's like a flash drive, you know. So it's used as a memory disc, and it's also used as a weapon. It's like a little frisbee tossering thing that, I mean, it looks pretty awesome in the movie if you ask me. Yeah, and then during his time of playing the games, he discovers that the leader of this whole entire world is none other but his own father. Or is it his father? It's actually a replica of his father, whose name is Clue. And he is the bad guy of this movie, and he has taken over this world, and he is the reason as to why his father hasn't returned to be back with his son in the real world. They go into this other game where they are racing bikes against each other, and I forgot what those things are called, but at the end of the bike there's like this light tail, that if you were to touch it, it destroys you. And so that's what that whole game is about, you know, who is the living survivor at the ending of the game. But unfortunately, we're not able to see it because it's intervened by another character in the movie, the female lead of this movie, who's played by Olivia Wilde. And she is a very gorgeous and talented actress, and I really do admire her work in all the movies that she's in. So I'm very happy that she's in this movie. This is actually the first movie I've ever seen her in, and I was very much amazed by her performance. So she not only rescues Sam Flynn from the games, she delivers him to his father, his actual father, Kevin Flynn, and out in the outskirts of the Grid, to where he's been hiding these last 15 to 20 years. So not only are they reunited, he discusses as to the reasons as to why he's been gone and what it takes in order for them to get back into the real world. It's pretty slow around the middle, but and it gets a little bit boring from time to time. But the whole thing is that it is a fantastic film, and it kept me entertained throughout from the beginning to the end. And then we're introduced into another character once when Sam Flynn enters back into the grid. Another character called Zeus, and he's played by Michael Sheen. And Michael Sheen is also another talented actor that I am grown very fond of, and I love his performance in all the movies that he's in as well. And especially this one, I'm really looking forward to if there were to come a day where we see Michael Sheen portray a Batman villain or just any type of villain in any superhero movie in the future. So if he were to do that, I think that he would be perfect to play a villain, because he does it very well in this movie. Even though he's only in the movie not even 10 minutes throughout the whole time, but I enjoyed every moment of his excellent performance in the movie. So there's points for that. And then after that, of course, we get another slow motion, but it's a very beautiful. You have two tales that are told in between three characters, which is of course the lead Jeff Bridges character Kevin Flynn and his son Sam Flynn. They had this serious discussion. This father and son relationship is a relationship that I loved so much, very well, and it's something that I wish that most dads would be like to their children. Treating them like not only as their father but also like their best friend. So I love that whole relationship that they have in this one. And then after that, Jeff Bridges, he goes into this meditation sleep for a little bit, and then it gives Sam Flynn the opportunity to talk with Cora, who is played by Olivia Wilde, about the whole reason of her existence. And it's just a very beautiful tale. They talk about the sunrises, about the comparison of it, and what the real world is like and stuff like that. And so it's just a very beautiful scene, and I love that scene so much. And then it's just taken into the last portrayal of the movie. There's this very awesome scene where they fly in these jets over the outskirts. It's like this lake where it's a demolishing lake or some sort, and it's just an amazing flight scene, and it's one of my favorites. It's every second of this movie, it just kept me entertained. And at the very end, and like I said, this is a spoilers video. This movie's been out on DVD for quite some time, for 7 years now, so there's just no surprises. I mean, if you haven't seen Tron Legacy, then what's wrong with you? But otherwise, just go ahead and watch it, and if you go ahead and watch it, and then after that watch this video, and we can have a very awesome discussion about this movie, because this is one of my personal favorites. And I have I have some bad stuff to talk about it as well, but it's just such an amazing film. One of the things that I would have to say is that the CGI towards the villain Clue, playing a younger Jeff Bridges, he's you can tell the CGI in it does look terrible, but if you were to throw some imagination to it, it does feel realistic and believable. So I would have to throw some minus points to it, but also some positives too, because back then it wasn't a really high advance in how it is today. I mean, it's still not, but I mean, it was still a work in progress. It was pretty much, if you were to look at it very closely, he would seem more like a character from like I don't know if you remember the 2008 Beowulf, or the 2010s what's that called? A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey in it. Those cartoon versions that are like very realistic. It's kind of like that. But other than that, I mean, I was okay with it. I can understand that it's just something that they tried out, and unfortunately didn't work. But maybe if they were to try again sometime in the future, with higher technology, it would probably do the job. So. But other than that, I mean, the whole movie is amazing. I'd have to say it is one of my top 5 movies of best films of all time, and it's just great. On Rotten Tomatoes, they rated it at a 51%, and I gotta say that's not bad. It really is not bad. But would I have to agree on their ratings? Yes, but according to my ratings, I'd have to rate a little bit higher because, like I said, it is one of my personal favorites, and I'd have to rate Tron Legacy an 8.6. I have to because it's just such an awesome film, and I can never get enough of it. It is one of my very personal favorites. 8.6 is what I rate Tron Legacy. What is your rating towards this movie if you've seen it? Give me your personal opinions on what you think about this movie. It is an awesome Father's Day gift for me to share with this video towards you all you wonderful people out there. So thank you so much for taking the time to watching my videos. It's such a great inspiration of you guys having to take that time to do so. Like I said, these videos are my passion, and they are the things that I love to do, and if I can do it, you guys can do it as well. If you guys want to take the time to comment down in the comment section down below and having an awesome discussion about not only this movie but other movies. If you have any other future requests as to what movies you'd like for me to review on and discuss with you on, go ahead and comment down below, and I'll go ahead and see what I can do about that. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are having an awesome Father's Day, and God bless you. Hope to see you guys at the movies. Take care of yourselves, and see you guys next time. Bye.